Welcome back to Automotive News. Today's episode is packed. Trump tariffs policy might do a U-turn. Yes, it's not a surprise. Tesla is getting dragged into a court or the lawsuit. Toyota shifting the gears into the US. The new market back home basically. And new car discounts, which sounds fake, but actually it's real. So President Trump is now considering a temporary pause on a harsh 25% vehicle import tariff again. On April 14, Trump stated, quote, "Automakers need a little bit of time because they're going to make them here, but they need a little bit of time." So I'm talking about things like that. But why? Because automakers are already feeling a great pressure. We are seeing inventory freeze, production halts, and layoffs. Not months from now, but actually it's happening now. The White House says this pause could apply to parts, especially those that qualify under USMCA original rules, but industry insiders are skeptical. The Auto Alliance of America warned in a statement last week that, quote, "a temporary delay does nothing to unwind the disruption already caused by the tariffs." And this all sounds like a scam and market manipulation, like whatever you want to call it, which is this whole situation is a bizarre, like whatever. In, out, do or not to do, and so on. Anyway, here's the kicker. Parts make up 60 to 70% of cross-border auto trade in North America. Even a pause isn't going to reboot entire logistics system overnight. So yeah, this might be more political backpedaling than a real fix. All in all, more and more companies are trying to escape this market now because the uncertainty, that's the real problem. People have no idea, or the big companies or the automakers, they don't know what to do. There is no certainty that tomorrow is going to be whatever, 25% or stay 25%. I guess it's a good thing that we maybe we're going to, or I guess they're going to pause those tariffs for a month. But on the other hand, it's like we don't know what's going to happen in a month. And this could be more tariffs on more goods and stuff like that. But the actual damage has already been made, like permanently, or for the next few years. We don't really see that yet. I guess we do. Everything is actually a lot more expensive than it was before somebody got in the house, but it's gonna become a lot worse. Meanwhile, Toyota confirms US RAV4 production. Basically, maybe that's their long-term strategy. Toyota is going to local. They've announced plans to produce the next generation RAV4 right here in the United States, likely at one of their Kentucky or Alabama plants. This is primitive strike to dodge the tariffs, reduce supply chain and dependency, I guess. It's a definitely smart move from the company because the RAV4 was #1 selling non-pickup vehicle in the US in 2023. And 63% of the RAV4 buyers opt for hybrid or plug-in hybrid option. And Toyota wants to capitalize on US EV insanity. It's also a win for US jobs. Toyota already employs over 39,000 Americans, and this move could add thousands more in assembly and part production. They leaning into made in America. Honesty? I guess maybe. That's a long-term W for the company. On the other hand, they might be jumping on a smoking powder barrel since there's too much uncertainty going on right now, and this could make things more complicated at the moment. But it feels like the company was preparing for the maybe before the tariffs, but we don't know for sure. And this entire situation was just a little push for them. So who knows? Maybe they really was preparing for that, or maybe they were forced by the tariffs and something in this broken system is actually working. Next up is most discounted new cars in April by Consumer Report. Looking for a deal? This month's Consumer Report Spotlight models seeing rare discounts amid to the price chaos. There are quite a few of these on the market and they going as fast as cold beer in a hot summer day. Based on the Jalopnik report, those are the cars that are discounted at the moment. First category is the 5% discount Subaru Legacy, Audi A3, Infiniti QX50, Subaru Outback. The few of the next one is the 6% discount, Mercedes-Benz C-Class, Mercedes-Benz GLB, and BMW i4, which is pretty decent car. Although those are more like luxury options and more high-end, so I see where the company going with that, and they trying to kind of sell that as fast as possible. The next two models goes for 70% discount, which is the Mercedes-Benz EQB and GLA. And the last one is 10% discount from the Mercedes-Benz, which is going to be CLA. Also the Mazda CX-5 Select all-wheel drive going for up to $2,300 of the MSRP. While the tariffs are driving prices up, dealerships are still under the pressure to move inventory before Q2. Even if they not delivering more cars to the US, they still push to sell fast because they have no idea what's going to happen in month or two. Even if the Trump is like, hey, maybe let's pause for another month and you guys are gonna bring some more inventory because we're gonna have a disaster later on. So let's push the disaster a little bit farther and not worry about that right now, but we'll figure out the disaster later. In any case, if you're shopping for a new car, this might be your last real chance before broader price hike kick in this summer. This situation, it sounds great, but also it marking something else. For example, the car makers trying to sell their stock as fast as possible because they think that will be no future, or that there's going to be crisis or recession or whatever. And if that's the case, the first what people will stop buying is the cars and houses. In any case, the next story is just a regular one. The Mercedes-Benz CLA gets redesigned. One look for gas and electric. Mercedes is doing something radical. While the new CLA, both ICE and EV version, will look exactly the same. It's built on the new Mercedes modular architecture, MMA, which allows shared design and interior across EV and gas models, and 800-volt electric system EV platform for ultra-fast charging, which is not something completely out of the blue or brand new, but it's quite a new technology that not that many manufacturers or EV manufacturers especially did implement in their cars. They simplify in production while delivering luxury across powertrains. Pretty clever. Mercedes also claims that the EV version of the CLA will offer over 430 miles of range, or 700 kilometers. On WLTP, making it one of the most efficient sedan in its class. Launch is expected in early 2026, and with pricing to compete directly with the Tesla Model 3 or BMW i4. And the last stop for today is the Tesla lawsuit, odometer speed up. Allegation emerged Tesla is being sued in California over alleged odometer speed up, not the rollback, but the speed up on used and refurbished cars. According to the Reuters report, and the plaintiff Nuri Hilton alleged that the Tesla odometer reading reflect energy consumption, driver behavior, and predictive algorithms, rather than actual mileage driven. The plaintiff allegation stated, quote, by tying warranty limits and lease mileage caps to inflate odometer reading, Tesla increases repair revenue, reduces warranty obligation, and compels consumer to purchase extended warranty permanently. By Reuters report, quote, he said the odometer on the 2020 Model Y he bought in December 2022 with 36,772 miles on the clock ran at least 15% faster based on his other vehicle and driving history. And for a while said he drove 72 miles a day when at most he drove 20. The legal team is pushing a class action status, which means thousands of owners could be affected if this is proven to be true. If Tesla loses, it could cost them tens of millions in restitution and severely damage trust in their certified pre-owned CPO program. No response yet from His Majesty Elon or the company, but this comes at a bad time. Tesla is already fighting a global brand perception crisis amid protest, political backlash, and declined satisfaction rating in major EV survey. So that's your automotive news update for this week, from a legal drama to a strategic moves and global EV rollout. The car world is in overdrive as hard as the tariffs. How, like, it sounds bad, but a kind of unfortunate sight. Subscribe to stay updated, like the video, and I'll catch you next week with even more chaos from the world of wheels.